Here with Kayla Alexander, 8th overall pick in the WNBA draft to the San Antonio team. And, just let's talk about San Antonio first and foremost. Have you ever been down there? Have you ever been to Texas?
No. The farthest down south I have been is Kentucky one way, if I'm doing this correctly. I think Florida the other. Is that right? For my geography? Yeah, that's as far south as I've been. So I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a nice new experience. It'll be a nice change from the Syracuse weather, that's for sure.
Coming from Ontario, what's it going to be like as far as culturally? I mean, you came here to Syracuse, not too far from your hometown, but now, going from Milton all the way down to San Antonio. Just talk about that.
Well, essentially I'm going from the north to the south, but I hear that there's that southern hospitality, so I'm looking forward to that and just experience a different culture. I love to travel. Basketball has afforded me the opportunity to travel across the world, and I love learning about different cultures and that, so I'm looking forward to the experience and I'm embracing it.
Being the only Syracuse player to ever be drafted in the first round, to know that, what does that mean to you to be able to always have that in your history?
Honestly, I give that back to my coaches who worked with me throughout my 4 years here, always pushing me, helping me with everything, not expecting or not settling for anything less than excellence for me. My teammates who believed in me, always gave me the ball, looked for me, encouraged me, and then also just hard work. I felt like I sacrificed a lot and I put in the hard work, and I feel like it paid off. That if you're willing to put in the work, dreams can come true. So.
Being an inside player, when you look at the fact that you have the most blocks ever for Syracuse, one thing unexpected is free throws made. Nobody's done better from the line than you. You don't expect that usually from the inside position. Free throws, as far as your game, how did you get so good at them and working on them? Because this is something that obviously can help you out more than some other people in the same profession.
Okay, there's different things that came to mind when I was thinking about that.
Okay.
First one, for the big man down low, an unspoken rule, I guess, is you always have to either make your shot, or if you're gonna get fouled, you gotta make them pay for fouling you. You can't just give them let them know that, oh, okay, we can foul her, she's gonna miss. No, that doesn't work. It doesn't make you very effective down low. So I had to work on that, and then also my percentage was in the high 70s, which is kind of not the greatest in my personal opinion. So I hope that someone comes along in Syracuse history that can shoot way better than that and break that record. But honestly, I just put it back to hard work and just focus and dedication, just working my butt off.
When you look back and you see, even in games played that you hold that record as well, just being out on the court, how much do you attribute that to your hard work coming into Syracuse, and how much do you attribute it to Coach Q and the rest of the staff?
Oh, definitely to the coaches for sure, as well to our training staff and our strength and conditioning coach, Ryan, who kept our bodies well and well put together. And I've been very fortunate not to have to deal with any serious injuries, which allowed me to continue to play. So all of that plays a big role for sure.
Over 2,000 points. Do you ever think that would happen?
Honestly, at first, no. I did not think that would happen at all. And then when the hype or the talk was coming about breaking the record, when that happened, I was excited about that. And then I thought, okay, I would like to finish with 2,000 if possible. But at the time, I didn't think I was going to make it. I was like, okay, I have to get a certain amount of points each game. I was like, if I think like that, it's going to throw me off. So I was like, yeah, just go out there and play basketball, and whatever happens, whatever's meant to be will happen. So the fact that I got to 2,000, I'm really appreciative of that. It's nice. But you don't think when you first sign to a school, my goal, I'm going to get 2,000 points, I'm going to do this, this, and this. Usually your goal coming in is, okay, I want to contribute to my team any way I can to see the floor. So.
When you look back on that moment of agreeing to come to Syracuse, ultimately looking back, are you happy that you made that decision?
I don't regret that decision at all. I'm so thankful that I came to Syracuse. I felt like I've grown here as a basketball player, as an individual, as academically, socially, spiritually, in all aspects of my life. I felt like I've grown, and I'm really thankful I got to grow here at Syracuse.
The education element of it too, the student side of student athlete.
Oh, yes.
When you're leaving Syracuse, what are you happy to be leaving with on the student side?
On the student, my degree, for sure, because I worked hard for that for 4 years. Yeah, they definitely keep earning your education degree here at Syracuse. I definitely earned that, so I'm proud of that. And then also, another thing I'm looking forward to, don't judge me for this, but I'm looking forward to not having to write a paper for a very long time, hopefully. So, use a little break from that. But.
Absolutely. And now looking forward and looking at the WNBA, was this a dream that you had as a child? Was it something that kind of came in the last few years? How long have you been wanting to do this?
Okay. Do you know how you have those dreams when you're a kid and you're like, oh, I'd love to do that, or I want that to be me when I get older, but you don't really, I don't really think you understand how much it takes to get there.
Yeah.
You're young, you're just like, oh, okay, this is my dream. And then I get to Syracuse, you start working, and you realize, okay, this is possible, and then actually sitting down and writing out, okay, these are my goals, this is what I have to do to get there. And then to see those goals that you put on paper become reality, to me, that's just an incredible feeling. And I feel like it just shows that if you really want something, if you write down, remind yourself what you want, and then are willing to dedicate your time to it, work hard for it, and sacrifice for it, it can come true.
And when you look back at the moments in the Carrier Dome, you were part of the Big East. You were part of the end of the Big East. The competition that you had to go up against, I mean, teams like Notre Dame, teams like UConn, and to be in your final season and be in one of those top 3 teams in the Big East, what does it mean to you to finish that way with those type of teams?
Honestly, it feels like an accomplishment, like an honor, and it also shows that Syracuse basketball is among the top 2 that we can compete at this high level too. So, but I consider it like a blessing. I'm extremely thankful for it.
Getting back to the NCAA tournament for Syracuse, the 5th time that they got there, to do it in your last season as well, even though the game didn't go the way that you wanted it to go, are you ultimately happy that it was the NCAA and not the NIT?
Oh, yes, 100%. I did not want to go out with another NIT. I think I would have shot myself. But no, as a team, we decided that we're going to do everything in our power. Obviously, you do this every year, but this year we really wanted to go to the NCAA tournament, especially our class, our senior class. We did not want to go out with another NIT. So to go out with the NCAA bid was great, even though obviously it didn't end the way we wanted it to. 4 games short than what we wanted, but the fact that we got there means a lot. We did not want to end with the NIT.
Looking at your teammates and knowing that it's not just you and you've already given some credit to them, who do you want to thank? I mean, who were the players that were really there for you throughout?
All of them. All of them. All of my teammates I've ever played with, they've all played a role some way, shape, or form, whether it was my freshman year, beating me up in the post, making me a more physical, stronger player, making me more mental tough, whether it was just doing extra workouts with me in the weight room, off the court, giving me support, either academically, giving me advice, spiritually, just helping me when I was going through tough times, or just giving anything. Like, all of them played a role, whether it was on the court or not. So I'm thankful to all my teammates because they all played a role to help me get here. So.
Outside of the team, who really means a lot to you as far as a role model or somebody that's just there to support you?
Outside of the team, so like staff included?
Outside of that, take it off the court, looking at family, friends.
Definitely my parents and my siblings. My father, he played too, so he's familiar with a lot of it, like the whole playing at the college level, what it takes, the hard work. He was always extremely honest with me, which I'm forever thankful for, because if your family doesn't keep it real with you, who will? So
right.
I love my family and my parents for that. My mom, she was always the person that guarded me, kept me in the right mind frame, always reminded me that I was a student athlete, student first, athlete second. So I'm thankful to her for that, and then just my siblings, who are I feel are my biggest supporters, who are always, it's in your family's eyes, you can almost do no wrong, almost. Even if you feel like you had the crappiest game ever, they'll always be there to support you and be like, but look at all these other things you did positively. So my family for sure played a huge role in that.
Is your family looking forward to coming down to Texas?
I think so. Honestly though, my parents drive everywhere, so I don't know if I'd want them to drive that long to come to Texas. I was like, maybe I'll just come see you guys when we play closer home. But I know they're looking forward to it though too. Also, because they've never been down there either. So.
Looking ahead, how much do you know about the organization, and are you familiar with the coaching staff? Close with anybody there?
Over the past couple weeks, I got to know the coaching staff through phone calls, just getting to know them, talking to them, having conversations. Some of the players have contacted me too, so it's great to talk to them. I was able to ask them all my questions I had, just get different information. Also, I was trying to do some background information too, research on the program. So yeah, I could say I've informed myself and have been informed about the program and the players and the coaching staff.
ultimately, to finish here, a mission statement for Kayla Alexander. If I had to ask you what you would want people to say about you, what would you say?
Everybody's asking these deep questions today. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me think. Faith, hard work, dedication, and a good head on your shoulders can get you what you want out of life if you're willing to put in the work. If that makes any sense.
It does. I appreciate it.